Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a video covering Pulsar's X2F. It has finally released. A lot of you guys will be getting your pre-orders soon, I believe. But this is a refined version of the beta with all of their finalized changes. You can see the aesthetic of the mouse has changed greatly from the beta, and it does have some text there engineered for fingertip control. You have the Pulsar logo there. And other than that, just some writing on the right as well. Pulsar Lab issue X2F, MKI. And then also added on the mouse now, you do have little printed designations for these skates. That was actually an idea that I had when this thing was in beta that I discussed with them very early on. And I'd like to see that because when you are using dots, sometimes without landmarks, you can start placing dots and misplace them a little tiny bit. And the base of the mouse doesn't feel stable. So I really like the fact that they added those little designations there. It does help a lot, especially for anybody who does like to use dots. I've got Silver Fox dots on my copy, and it comes in at 40 grams. And this size mouse, a lot of people are going to complain. How in the heck is this thing 40 grams? Personally, for my size hands and this size of a mouse, I like the fact that it's 40 grams because it provides me some additional stability. If the mouse was at 28 grams, 25 grams, or low 30 grams, I can't say that I wouldn't enjoy it just as much. But just historically speaking, small mice with very light weight do cause me some additional wiggle at end range of motion and just a sense of slightly less control. So at 40 grams for me, the mouse feels absolutely perfect. It is exceptionally well weight balanced here throughout the entirety of this small form factor, and I am playing exceptionally well with it. With my size hands, the mouse I sit with it really far forward under my fingertips, and you can see I've got all this area just open when I am strictly fingertipping this mouse. To me, so far, it feels really good in game, and I am performing very well. And with the way that I rest my thumb on the mouse, it is in a very, very similar position as a full-size mouse, so hitting the side buttons is actually very usable and very easy. Pulsar Blue encoder, blue shell pink dots, feeling exceptional in the mouse. Some of the best clicks from Pulsar to date. They feel very light and crispy, and when you are actuating these, very minimal pre-travel and minimal post-travel. So the buttons here are very tensioned and tightened up very well. Overall, the changes here from the beta copy are actually very minimal. The aesthetic has obviously changed, and the composite here has changed from more of a carbon fiber to, I believe, a nylon. But overall, that change, just so you guys know, needed to be made because the carbon fiber composite was making the sensor drop out in the beta copy for a lot of people. So I guess when you're using too much carbon fiber, it actually can cause sensor-related issues or frequency issues, which is why they changed it up. The coating here actually feeling like a nice, chalky, grippy, kind of smooth, silky, kind of like a smooth touch almost in the X2F. I think a lot of people will be very happy with this mouse, but so far what I can say is the finalized copy just feels absolutely fantastic. And just to show you guys what you get here, it's actually a pretty unique box aesthetic here from Pulsar, but pretty cool. You got the whole description there with the dimensions on the back, but you actually open this by sliding it out of here and then sliding these big styrofoam pieces. You'll be met with your X2F as well as the 8K dongle that again comes included for that $150 price tag. And then underneath you do have different skate options. You've got the full size, the smaller, and then the dots with 3 different sensor rings for your multiple applications. You've got the cable here in a plastic bag all the way at the bottom, and then you also have a packet of materials here, including a Pulsar sticker. You've got the Pulsar card, instruction manual, and then it looks like they also included a thank you card, which goes through all of the people that actually helped test the mouse and give some feedback here. And I think I'm down here, right down here next to my man Boardsy, so no better place to be. Pretty cool. So a lot of new options in Pulsar's lineup, but just again to get into the changes of the X2F from the beta, a different aesthetic. You've now got ABS and nylon instead of carbon fiber, and on the back side of the mouse, they changed the skates. Instead of the raised areas for dots, you now have printed designated areas as well as a bar here for more full-size skates. So great changes in the different variations now that you can have with the skates. But overall, the X2F is really the only true fingertip option in Pulsar's lineup. You can see it here next to the X2F, the X2 Mini. And the X2 Mini is definitely a longer full-size mouse, more traditional than the X2F. It's almost like the X2 just got cut and kind of generated the X2F. So a great option here, but again, keep in mind, this is going to be like a true fingertip feel in the hand. If you want to go more traditional, they now have the PRX Crazy Light in the X2 Mini, which does have a really nice coating here. And it is something that will have a more in-hand feel, again, more traditional, but you could also fingertip this if you wanted to, depending on your size hands. For ergo options, they have the X-Lite Crazy Light, my copy coming in at 45 grams. I did show this off recently. My build quality here is great on the X-Lite Mini Crazy Light. And then if you want to go a little bit more less traditional ergo, they have the Ziigaat Mini as well, which I'm actually really enjoying recently because it is on the smaller side in terms of overall length next to the X-Lite Mini. Again, you can see it there, but it's just got a more bulky feel in certain areas, giving me more in-hand feel. It's kind of like this nice mixture of width feel and a smaller length. So a lot of options in Pulsar's lineup, but the true fingertip option is going to be the X2F. So guys, that is going to be it for this one. Definitely some nice changes here from the beta copy of the X2F. I like that Pulsar is releasing a lot of things, a lot of different options kind of consistently throughout the year. It's nice to have a lot of different things to play with. I'm happy with the X2F. I was happy with my beta copy, and definitely just something in my lineup that's producing quite a lot of fun, a different flavor than everything else that I have. So I'm happy that I have the X2F. I appreciate Pulsar sending out this copy for my thoughts, opinions, and my review, but I did order my own anniversary copy, and when that gets here, that nice blue-orange colorway, I think that thing just looks absolutely sick. I'll have a video showing you guys that new anniversary colorway as well. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope it helped. If it did, please leave a sub to the channel. See you guys in the next review. Peace.